Hello, good to see you again.
Yeah,
As
always great.
always.
Yeah, always great to have you here. And this is such a phenomenal event. Of course, Miss Nana Kabibi just shared with us a lot of the foundation and history of why she was like, let me really talk to people, get them on board, let them understand. But you have your own connection to the conference she mentioned, and clearly you are always a part of some phenomenal events that are bringing empowerment to our community. Tell us more about what got you connected to this.
Well, back in early 2021, Kabibi said to me, Debrena, there is a conference that Dr. Boyce Watkins is doing. It's all Black national conference. It's all about Black family, Black wealth, Black economics, Black business, Black health. You got to be there. I had never been, hadn't heard of it before, but she said, I need to go. So I said to my husband, we're going to Orlando. And so I walk into this room filled with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Black folks from all over the country and the world, all these Black businesses, these amazing sessions. I got to hear Queen Afua speak. She did a beautiful keynote and a healing for the entire room of hundreds of men and women. And I saw he was about it. And holistically 360 had this gorgeous banquet giving out awards to Black businesses and organizations that had made the largest impact. So he is about it. He's making a difference. He's not just about rhetoric and talk and conversation. He has systems, people that are on board. It's a movement. And so when Kabibi said, I want to bring him to the Northwest, I said, well, I want to be one of those folks on the team because I want to do what I can do to make this an awesome event. He's never been west of the Mississippi for this kind of event. So to come out here to the Northwest and not just go to California or down to Texas or up to New York, this is amazing. So I'm so excited for this first time event here in the Northwest.
Yeah, this is really exciting. I mean, you can Google Dr. Boyce Watkins and just find so much because he's an author, a political analyst, a social influencer, and clearly a change maker, right?
Yes.
And Kabibi was talking about the need for what he brings, for it to be here and really embed in the hearts and minds of the people. Tell us more about what you were able to experience and why you're excited to have people come and hear these messages that are really so needed in our community.
Right. Well, one of the things I really appreciate about Dr. Watkins is, one, he's a financial activist. He understands how to build wealth in our community, and he has done it. So this is a multimillionaire that is coming to share what he's learned, what he's seen, what he's done, not just theoretics or theory. So, and then he's also going to be training us based on his latest book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. And people have a chance to buy a book, have the book signed, learn and hear from the author. And to hear how you individually, at the family level, the business level, and the community level can build wealth, starting where we are, but having our mindset be elevated to recognize the opportunity. So I see a movement issuing forth from that event. And it's in line with the Elevate movement, the empowerment movement I started in 2017. One of the pillars is economic empowerment through business and enterprise. So this was a beautiful synergy and a natural fit when Kabibi reached out. In addition to the other community organizations and businesses that she wanted to have become a coalition to make this happen. So we're just glad to be in the number.
Well, I'll tell you that, for me, this is really exciting. I've been looking at different models of wealth building, right? There's a lot of different strategies and approaches to it. And one that I'm excited about is like circular economy methods. And I know Dr. Boyce Watkins kind of speaks on this as well, because there's ways that we get to invest in each other that really build the foundation for economic power. Tell us more. So you have an excerpt there you want to share.
Well, absolutely. Well, his first commandment is always be an asset to your family, and it includes how to keep it in the family. He talks about how to have your children be employees. How can you do that from a tax standpoint, from a labor standpoint, and to start to train them up in learning how to be owners themselves, the tax breaks and benefits, things that we often don't know, and how we don't have to necessarily go out and start outside the family, but how can we start within our micro community with our family in terms of building wealth. That's just one of the commandments, but he's big on that. And he also mentions, which I think is wonderful, he talks about the unsurpassed cultural genius of Black folks. And that is our number one asset. And so how do we then mobilize that for us, by us, with us, to create wealth 100 years out. So that's exciting to me. I know pieces of that. I'm third generation entrepreneur. I grew up in a Black entrepreneurial family. But there are pieces that are still missing, because I can't say that 100 years down the road, the choices I make while I'm here on earth will still be making an impact. Maybe 1 or 2 generations, but 100 years, that's 4 generations, 6 generations. So every single person has something they can benefit from at this event, whether it's as an individual, whether it's as a couple, whether it's as a family, whether it's as a business owner, or whether someone who wants to be part of a community wealth building movement. A new one. We've had them before, but in the modern era, it's time again. So yeah, all kinds of nourishment will be happening on Saturday, July 8th.
Saturday, July 8th. This is really exciting because, as we are in this digitization of our world, a lot of information is kind of coming at us, and it's great to have a trusted messenger like Dr. Boyce Watkins to come bring these strategies to us. But as you said, it's not just theory. It's something he has lived, he has modeled and exemplified. So to have this Dr. Boyce Watkins come in and have this event here, first time up here in this area, kudos to you, Nana Kabibi, the whole team, for doing this and bringing this opportunity to us all. We're sharing the link there, y'all, in the chat. Make sure you click on that link. You can register for the tickets. They can also go to newblackartswest.org, right?
Yes, spelled N-U, Black.
N-U, blackartswest.org. And y'all can get the tickets. I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenal event. Ms. Debrena, as always, I got to give you a huge shout out, because you've been a part of some phenomenal events that are always talking about economic power and always talking about how we can understand the brilliance within us, create businesses, build businesses, and help businesses sustain in our community. So thank you a ton.
Thank you
for all that you have done as well. And
it's in my blood.
So glad to know that you're a part of this phenomenal event. Can't wait to be with y'all on the 8th.
Thank you. See you next week.
Yes, absolutely. Woo! I told you.